Hi, welcome back to Be Wowed by April Lee. Thank you so much for joining me today, and welcome all my new subscribers. Welcome. I hope you will find my channel enjoyable and find some content that will keep you coming back for more. I have one simple, well, not simple, but I have one finished object that I would like to share with you guys. And if you are part of my Facebook or Instagram, you would have seen this already. I started making it on Friday, I think, or maybe Thursday evening. And I've been plugging away at it little by little. And I finally got it done. And here it is, and I hope you guys like it. I know a lot of YouTubers have this made, which is Queen Elizabeth II. The pattern is from the Iconic Woman book, and I have been wanting to make her for a very long time, and I thought, what better time now than to honor the Queen's loyalty and her dedication to the UK and their realm. And I just think she was an amazing monarch, and I think she was fantastic. And to imagine to be serving your country for 70 years, I can't imagine living to 96, let alone being in service of that type for 70 years. I mean, can you imagine when she did her speech when she was 25 or 21, I think it was 21 years old, that she would dedicate her life to the crown, and she kept her word right to the end. And for that, I am super, like, just in awe of her. So here is my Queen Elizabeth I, complete with her purse. Now, I did seem like the dress was a little bit too long. I should have maybe made it one row less, but I did not. So unfortunately, that's just a little bit of, I followed the pattern, but so she does have her shoes, and she has her wig on here with her cute little curls. And let's see, so these can come down. This seems to be curling up. I think I'm going to use a steamer and try to steam that down a little bit to make it flat, or, you know, like this sort of. But there's my Queen. I did sew these buttons on, and after I sewed them on and they came out a little wonky like that, I'm like, why didn't I just hot glue them on? You know, take Llama Mama Kayla's hot glue idea and just glue them on. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do, because that's going to bother me, is I'm going to take these buttons off and I'm going to hot glue them on. But so I'm thinking of sending this to someone who is special in my life, who shares the love of monarchies as much as I do the European monarchies. We have many conversations about it, and I think she would really enjoy this. So I am going to send this to her. I have one more item I need to finish, or I should say start, because I kind of started it while I was at the hospital a week or so ago, but I never got to finish it because they just came in, you know, the nerve of the nurses and doctors. But I want to start that project and get that done, and that way I can ship them both out together. So yeah, so stay tuned for other ones. Like I said, I'm going to fix her buttons, but other than that, that is my only make so far. As most of you know, I have recently lost my aunt, my dad's sister, and I've also lost 3 other uncles on my dad's side over the last course of just a few months, since like February. So it's been a little rough for me. My dad is the only remaining sibling, and he is not doing very well either. I'm not expecting him to last much longer. Really not expecting him to make it through the end of this year. If he does, it's not going to be much more into the new year. So I just keep praying that, you know, when it's time for him, so that he's not suffering, because I know he's having a lot of problems with his breathing. I just don't want him to suffer. I'm not going to be selfish and say, just hang on there so I can get in to see you one more time. Whatever. I want him to be out of pain and suffering. So if that means going anytime, then, you know, life is what it is. It's going to happen. So anyhow, on a better note. So, yeah, so praise, you know, I guess you want to say, God save the Queen. I hope for those countries who are ruled by this monarchy that King Charles III is going to be as good of a ruler as the Queen was. As in this book, I heard Ella from No Catchy Name mention that there was going to be another Iconic Woman book, and I got so excited. I got on YouTube. I got on Amazon, and I checked it out, and I'm gonna have to wait till March before it's released. But in this book, I am so excited. As soon as it happens, I'm gonna seriously pre-order it, because I just don't want to pre-order it now. I just don't know if I'm going to be living in this apartment at that point. My landlord's being kind of a cranky thing. And, yeah, because I got back on my rent one time, and it took me a few months to get caught up, like 2 months extra, you know, so I was late 3 months. You know, I just don't have the income to bounce back from something that significant. So, yeah, so she was like, I'll be honest with you, I wasn't going to renew your lease. And I'm like, why? Because I was late a couple times. I've been here almost 2 years, and this is the first issue you've had with me. Another time when I had my Bell's palsy, I actually got in contact with, organizations so that I wouldn't be late. And I think by the time she got all their checks and stuff, it was maybe 5 days late, but I was on top of that and being proactive. So I don't know. If it is what it is, again, if I'm meant to move, maybe I can find a cheaper place. I just don't want to move physically. It's by the end of November, and I'm just going to literally just be healed from my foot surgery. So, and I don't know if I can afford, I mean, I'm going to have to afford to move, but you know, you have your deposits and your utilities and all that stuff. So I'm now stressing about that. I had to send her some, my income statements, my check stubs, so that she can see if she's going to agree to renew it. And if she does agree to renew it, how much the rent is going to increase. And I just have this feeling that she's going to increase the rent to a point where I'm not going to be able to afford it. So I've been looking at some apartments just to kind of get an idea. And I'm sure I can find something. I just don't want to move. But like I said, it is what it is. I'm going to end there. I want to thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule to spend a few moments with me, and so I can share my Queen Elizabeth II creation. I think she's absolutely gorgeous, and I'm just loving it. And I hope that the new owner will love her just as much as I do, which I have no doubt. All right, well, stay tuned for some more awesome content. As well, I think it's awesome. I don't know about you guys, but I think it's awesome. And I hope you'll join me back here again. Thank you so much, and I love y'all. Bye.